I watched the first episode of the new 2019 Heaven Sword and Dragon Saber that just started airing last week, and I want to tell you guys my impressions of the new series. This new remake is made by the same director who gave us the 2017 adaptation of The Legend of Condor Heroes, and as soon as the opening credits roll in, you can see why. You get hit with nostalgia. This new version stars Joseph Zhang, Yuki Chen, and Bambi Zhu as the main trio. Now, let me preface this initial review by saying that I've never really liked any of the TVB Heaven Sword Dragon Saber adaptations in the past. Don't get me wrong, The Legend of Condor Heroes and to a lesser extent The Return of Condor Heroes are probably some of my favorite TVB series ever, but the 1986 Heaven Sword Dragon Saber series with Tony Leung was pretty meh. And the 1994 version, where the music to this new version is taken from, well, I liked the theme song and that was about it. And finally, the 2000 version with Lawrence Ng was the one that I probably watched the most, and I still never really finished it. So what do I think of this new remake? Well, I can honestly say this is probably the best kind of remake that director Jeff Chang could have possibly made, especially for someone like me. I really didn't know the story to Heaven Sword Dragon Saber very well, unlike The Legend of Condor Heroes. I could probably recite scenes in that series verbatim, so when I watched the 2017 remake, despite all its nostalgia value and pretty well done cinematics, I just couldn't watch it. I know the story too well, I already know everything that's gonna happen, and it triggers me when something isn't done a certain way. With Heaven Sword Dragon Saber, it was actually the opposite. I was never really into it, and upon watching the show, I actually found myself enjoying it. The pacing of the story is good. I haven't even seen the true main characters yet, since they're still setting up the storyline. The cinematography is relatively good, and it keeps CGI to a minimum for the most part. The artistic style wasn't too pretentious, and it never really annoyed me like some other series did. Look, it even shows you 3 different ways to walk on water, all in one scene. 1, 2, 3. One thing that did annoy me was the guy trying to hoard the dragon sword in the beginning all to himself. I mean, look at this jerk. He shoves the 3rd student in the way of this log even after getting saved by him. I instantly decided at that very moment that he deserved to die, and the whole time after that incident, I kept waiting for him to be killed off in a satisfying way, but he never does. He steals the hero's entire bag of what I can only assume is ibuprofen and shoves the entire thing in his mouth. I don't think that's how medications work, buddy. Anyways, I was really hoping he would get what was coming to him in a clever way that highlights his greed, but he just gets poisoned to death. Come on! Overall, I enjoyed watching the new Heaven Sword Dragon Saber 2019 so far, and will probably keep watching through the series as more episodes come out. I won't give it a review score until I've watched the whole thing, but for now, I would give it a solid 7 out of 10 as my initial score. If you enjoy first impression videos like this and want to see more, remember to hit that like button, and remember to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye!